Hi guys, the deck profile, it's for Elemental Heroes, Destinies and Vision Heroes. Just haven't been on for a while. It's been a while anyway. See what the deck has got on deck profile. So this is pretty much 2 Stratus, search card or pop spells and traps, 2 Shadow Mists, search Mask Change or search a hero card from deck to hand, 1 Liquid Soldier to bring back Shadow Mist or Stratus or other hero monster, or draw 2 cards and discard 1. 1 Honest Neos, so boost up power, very good, and that's pretty good on that one. So that's the Elemental Heroes side of it all. Now for the Destiny Heroes. We got 1 Plasma, pretty much your skill drain, and taking your monster, take your opponent's monster for an extra power boost. It doesn't target, it's a good card for extenders and stuff like that. Another card you can go with it is D-Force and Destiny Hero, and Destiny Hero Plasma is pretty much can't be targeted for effects as well. That's another way you can do a combo. It's very good as well. And you got for the others, 2 Malicious, 1 Denier. That's why Denier is a very good card. It's pretty much another Malicious. It brings back puts a Malicious or a Destiny Hero on top of the deck, and then 1 Dark Angel, just spell negations for your opponent. It's very different on that one as well, to give your opponent a free come monster, which I never used to run it, but I've seen it on other players and they actually said it's pretty good. Anyway, moving on for the Vision Hero stuff. 3 Ferris, it's Vision Hero Ferris, pretty much your special summons. 2 Vion, pretty much you're searching your poly and discard, like put a card in the graveyard, and 1 Increase, pretty much your spell and traps, and if you take damage you put it in your spell and trap zone again, and you do it all again. It's a relay of the effects. Now for the spells, I don't run any traps, it's pretty much no point. So I'm just going to see. Right. I run 3 Mask Change, very good card, very old classic. Best Mask Change, best poly you can get with the game as well. I've tested this deck and it's pretty good as well. I've only just testing it. I've played these before and not bad. It's pretty much OTKs and stuff like that too for a poly. For like Dark Law or Acid or Blast, which I don't run Blast unfortunately. It's a very good card, I've heard. That's that one. I also run 3 Hero Lives. You got no monsters, no cards on the field except for this card. So you can special summon a hero from deck to field, and then you get the effects off as well. Very standard on that. Any commons, so it doesn't matter. It's pretty good. It's what the people can afford these days. But anyway, I also run the new. I'm gonna run as well. The new I run 3 Ian Shovel. I only use the first effects of this card. It's pretty much you're searching, like especially someone wants to like to trade out an element to hero, so you use Stratus and Shadow Mist for a combo. If you run the other Neo Spacians or the other cards, you get the draw effect as well. That's that one. Now I also run 3 Destiny Fusion Destiny. I call it Destiny Fusion. It actually sounds pretty cool, but it's the opposite, unfortunately. Which Konami made it more simple. Very powerful card. It was very lucky that it came out back at 3 because Verte Anaconda, but now it's back at 3. Great on Konami, which is good. You can summon your DPE. I don't run Potter's Prosperity, but I run something else. I run Potability. I like your draw power. So your draw power is you search and you shove this card back in the deck. It's pretty standard, and you get the card you want. Yeah, it's your hand. No Ash Blossom, but you can trade it out as well. I also run Reinforced Arming, pretty standard. It used to be a 3, which was pretty cool. I also run what do you call it? Miracle Fusion, pretty much should be Sunrise Effect, and always get banished cards from the grave, and also one poly. Now, pretty standard, so like your polymerizations and stuff like that. But the effects of these 2 combos are pretty good. Raiders are just a search. Your little 4s as well, little 4 monsters. And that card used to be really good. Now, I know this might be a bit weird to you guys, but unfortunately, Mystic Mine is banned. Unfortunately, it was a good card. I also run one Foolish Burial, Ditch Shadow Mist, the new Shadow Mist effect. But that's a good card as well. I also am going to be using one Terraforming for the field spell, which I'm about to show you. Also one Double or Nothing, which is OTKs, and 3 Necro Valley. It's a standard card. Guess what? You can't banish, you can't do nothing. It's pretty much, this is for Gravekeepers, but it's very good. Unfortunately, Mystic Mine. This is a replacement of Mystic Mine. And it's hitting the ban list on the 1st of December. But that's the main monster count. Anyway. Off the extra deck. Pretty standard. I run the Cross Heroes, pretty much your level 3 monster. I can't pronounce his name, it's just annoying, unfortunately. He also gets pretty much 100 attack for each hero in the graveyard, and then does piercing damage anyway. I play Wonder Driver, just one, pretty standard for cards, and I also play 2 Crossouts Designators, pretty much your special summon in your search as well, which is standard. And I also run one Destiny Hero DPE, which I've run this card for a long time, which is pretty cool. Pretty much your pop and your cards and your power down as well, which is quite standard. Glad he's still here. At some point, I run Dogma, which I never used to run at all. I've seen it's pretty good in action, but yeah, like your powerhouse as well. That's the Destiny Heroes. Now, I also run one Sunrise. So I run Shining, sorry. Elemental was Shining. The Shining is actually a pretty cool card as well. A powerhouse. Yes, I never used to have this card anyway, but it's a bit of power. Elemental Heroes. It's good for Neo Spacian as well. One Elemental Hero, Absolute Zero. Pretty much your board wipe. Good for Mars Chains as well, so pretty much acid. So these two here are a combo. So pretty much you go Mars Change into say Absolute Zero, and you go into Mars Zero Acid. Board wipe, monster board wipe, and back row. Spells and traps. There's that combo. I'll also run on Sunrise. Pretty much your Miracle Fusion, 200 attack bonus points for each attribute on the field, and pop a card for if you're going to hit like your opponent goes into your one of your heroes, which is pretty cool. I don't run Blast like I said, but this is what I do. I also run 3 Dark Law, which is pretty standard. Opponent hands a card, banish it. Opponent can be hit very hard if you get the right like your opponent gets the best cards, but it's very good of banishing pretty much as well. So it's pretty cool. 3 Dark Law. Now I also have a bit of a trick as well. I run this in a different deck, but this is how I like to do. I also run 1 Utopia double, use doubles effect, get double or nothing, and element. Pretty much it's number 39 Utopia. Pretty standard. Now I'm also going to be doing combos. I'll be showing you how to run this deck. I'm going to run pretty much a 2-card combo. It's pretty simple, so I'm going to run also, I'm going to show you on the thing. Pretty much I'm going to have this in my hand. Yeah, so I put these over here, and that's pretty much it. So it's pretty much a 4-card combo, which is pretty standard, so we'll take like that. But now, okay, for these like 4-card combo is pretty standard. If you have this in your hand or not, or have these 2 cards here to run it, might be negated, but this might be a fact as well. So this is what you do. So put things up. So I run, or so you do, is Fusion Destiny. So you put Deny and Malicious in the graveyard. So you put that in there, and that goes in the graveyard. It's got to resolve. So you put that there to make your DPE, right? Then you use also Malicious in the graveyard to banish itself, to also special on itself. And then you got Denies effect, which is pretty simple. You put Malicious on top of your deck to special summon. This can be called by the graved, so just remember it's very simple. You gotta really know what you're doing. And then what you do, you link these 2 away into cross Custodian to even special summon him. So you go cross Custodian effect. Doesn't matter if you get Denier or Malicious. We're just going to go Malicious because he's better. You should be at 3, honestly. Now you use cross second effect to do this, to add an elemental hero. So you get elemental hero Stratus, right? So you normal summon Stratus, activate Stratus effect. So you get, I know this is another YouTuber, but this is, I didn't mind it actually built, but I made mine a little bit different. Mine's pretty standard. So I had a Dark Angel, which is, man, this guy's good. So you got Dark Angel, you go Ian Shovel, Chain, DPE, pop himself, and now this still resolves of Ian Shovel. Switch this into, which I like to do is put that on there. They use obviously Shadow Mist effect. You still got your search power as well, but it's pretty good. I'm going to show you another combo as well. So you got your Mars change, right? Now you'll set your Mars change straight away because you got 3, obviously, like Destiny heroes in your graveyard. You can summon Dark Angel to your opponent's field in defense mode, which I like to do, which it makes it easier because they're still switching to attack. You still got Mars change as a set card. So what you do, the normal way of doing it, so you go, your opponent's side pretty much as well, goes in different ways as well. You can also banish malicious again, and you can also do it at a relay. This is a relay all the time, so hopefully you can get the combo, but sometimes you don't. So you get the malicious straight away as a backup play, right? And then what you do, then you go here, you link these 2 away again, and you go into Wonder Driver. Wonder Driver resets your spells and traps for your fusions, which is quite handy as well. You still got Dark Angel on the field, you got 3 Destinies in the graveyard, but you still got that pop as well. But there, say your opponent's turn, your effect comes back. So you put that in defense. And say you just keep going, you go, right, Dark Angels, say it switches into attack. Right, to crash into this, which is no problem. Which is not going to point, you put that in defense, which is kind of weird. Then you set the activated effect, you're going to chain the effect. You go this, you go Mars change. If this resolves, so you go Shadow Mist, pretty much. Into Dark Law. Now, Dark Law is also being pointed out as well. Also, these 3 sets straight away. Then you got your relay, and Shadow Mist effect activates. Then you add you're always going to add Stratus, unfortunately, because then you got the effects. So you can't get around 1900 to take damage, but what you do, you still have this. So you're going Dark Angel is going to spell negate. You've also got a banish effect, and you're going to pop as well. And you've also got a Mars change of the effect as well. So that's a combo. Another YouTuber should explain it a bit better, but he tries. We all know that one. Tries to be one big hero, which everyone has tried. It's a good deck. You don't want to go on. But anyway, let's go to a couple. We've always got the last one. I'll show you another combo. Combo is going to be simple. It's going to be easy. going to show you a combo against a different way. I'm also going to be showing you how to do as well. Again, shuffle, same again. Here it is, so 3 card combo. And also, this guy up. So you still got your cards of ways of doing it. But anyway, this is simple. This is a 3 card combo. So you go plasma, and shuffle, and hero lives. Very standard card. Okay. So what you do, you pay half your life points. So you actually special summon straight away. You special summon element to hero Stratus. Then you use Stratus effect to also add Liquid Soldier. So you keep adding more cards. So pretty much as well. You still adds first. Then you go activate E and shuffle. Switches to the actual in your deck. Just go to grave. It's gonna be, and then you use Stratus. You still have a normal summon yet, but it's pretty good. So you go, this is, so you get your usual, you get your minus change. You still get your 3 card combo. Right. Now, you don't have to technically use this. Right. So now you got Shadow Mistress effect, still ready to go. You still get your minus change. So you activate minus change, target this, and put it. You don't get the effect of the search, unfortunately, but you still get you got your Dark Law. You're pretty much going in a bit of a retarded. Now, Dark Law is actually resolved. And you normal summon Liquid Soldier. Liquid Soldier effect activates. Targeting this. And you can still do this. This is now a 4 card combo. But if you have any other cards because they're in shuffle, you still got the combo. So what I like to do is pretty much instead of Dark Law, if Dark Law is negated, you go this. 1, 2, 3. Bitch. Plasma. And these your skill drain. Good luck. Pretty much if you had D-Force, you can't target it. Very simple. But that's a combo. That's a better combo actually. But that's the Elemental Hero, Destiny Hero, Vision Hero, and just spells. But it works. I have another deck to show you, but it might be an idea as well, but everyone's on heroes at the moment. But I got an old deck I'll like show you as well. It's complete as well, sort of. It's called Gravekeepers. It's old classic Gravekeepers. Just sort this out. This is from a different card sleeves. Sort this out. Check that out, cool. I also play in, this is Gravekeepers, so big with me. I play 3 Commander, Necrovelli Searcher. It's going to quick, I'm not going to do any chest hands. 1 Headman. Another Gravekeeper, then a Spinnership Burn effect. 2 Spiralers. 2 2 spy, which is your level 4 package. That's size. 1 oracle, pretty much your big boss monster. 1 chief, 1 shaman. Now for the next cards I'm actually playing the Gravekeeper deck. Now I also run for the monster count 3 ash, pretty much for your negates. 1 Nibiru. Yeah, pretty standard, like you get 5 times bang. Now for the spells, I also play 1 Call by the Grave, which is pretty standard. I'll also play three Throne, pretty much add another summon, an extra extension. I meant to play 3 Royal Triggers, but I only got 2. Pretty much hit your hand and then go for it, and then discard that pretty much as well. I also run 1 Terraforming, which is pretty much a field spell. I don't run Metaverse in this deck, there's no point. I run Crossout Designator, which has saved me a lot, which is pretty cool. Pretty much you copy your multi-copy effects as well. I run 3 Super Poly, pretty much get my boss monster out. I also run 3 Hidden Temple for Necro Rallies and stuff like that, so pretty much good luck, especially on monsters, good luck with that. This deck actually loses, but it's not top tier anymore. But it's fun to play. And I also run the main field spell is 3 Necro Rally. Can't banish, and he gets 500 points for that. Pretty nice as well. For the traps, I also run Necro Rally Temple, 1 pretty much set your Necro Rally as well. Red Sprite, which I got that last week, which unfortunately, and 1 Temple, then Necro Rally as well, so no traps. And I run 3 Strike, Solid Strikes. That's the main deck. For this one, I also run 3 of the boss monster, pretty much your search and your powerhouse. I also run 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 Unicorn, 1 Absolute Zero for your spell negates, and 1 Wee Witch Apprentice, 1 Black Leather Soldier. I don't know why I do it, it's a good card. Run IP, Masquerena, and Asuka Sotoka, just the pop cards as well. That's the links. And you use an account for what card as well. For the XYZs, it's quite weird. I'm going to change one of them. Run number 38. I don't know why. It's pretty much my discard. My opponent does discards. Zeus, pretty standard, worldwide. Abyss Dweller, which is make Zeus negate pretty much like your opponent, and Quintac. So that's deck profiles. both I want to show you anyway. Pretty standard. It's one of the cards I like to play. My best deck is my Utopia deck, but you got these two, which are both good as well. My Quintek is my favourite card. So pretty much you got your heroes and you got your gravekeepers. The gravekeepers came back, hard to find these days, but now it's back in action again. But anyway guys, cheers for that, for the deck profile, and yeah, hopefully I'll be on there hopefully soon again. Anyway, stay safe, have a good one. See ya.